right, let's talk about staying conscious in a world full of unconscious people, right? Because there's a lot of people in this world that are just walking NPCs, if we're being honest here, right? They're walking around, following what everybody else doing because everybody's doing it, you know what I mean? They're not making decisions for themselves or critical thinking, you know what I mean? So it's weird, and it's why I feel like we had to talk about this, right? You got to stay conscious, you got to stay smart, you know what I mean? You got to stay researching, getting more knowledge and gaining knowledge and making decisions for yourself. Is this right to do because it doesn't make sense, or, you know, question stuff because it doesn't make sense, or am I doing it just because everybody else doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people make decisions based off of other people's opinion and how other people feel and how they look at things, you know what I'm saying, instead of making decisions for themselves. And I feel like that's a big problem we got. People can't make decisions for themselves no more. They want other people to make decisions for them, take the next step for them, you know, help them out, give them a short route, you know, like take a little shortcuts and easy routes in life, you know what I'm saying? They make their life easier, but that's not true. You don't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? You really can just be conscious and use your own thinking, and you feel me, be more tapped in with nature, going outside, going for a walk in nature, the simple stuff like that in order to grow. But people don't want to take that next level to do that. They rather stay comfortable. You already know what I say about comfortability. Being comfortable will be your biggest downfall in life, right? You being afraid to step up and ask questions and research and do your own knowledge and find out what the truth really is because you want to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That would be your biggest downfall. And that's a lot of people's downfall right now in life. You know what I'm saying? They're too comfortable. They don't want to question things or see what the truth is. They rather just sit there and accept it because everybody else doing it, right? So that means if somebody go and jump off a bridge, you're gonna do the same thing because they doing it. They saying, oh, it's a launch pad. Think about Fortnite. It's a freaking launch pad, or it's a freaking trampoline at the bottom is going to catch us, and you know what I'm saying, we're going to bounce off and fly high in the sky and fly. That means you're going to do it because everybody else ain't that's happening. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. But yeah, Fredo, you got to be more conscious and aware of things going around in your environment. You know what I'm saying? I can sense energy. I can sense when there's bad people around me, negative people around me, good people around me. Someone is having a bad day, but they try to hide it behind a mask. You know what I mean? I can tell. I can sense it all. I can read it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know it all, though. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I can read and tell when certain people are like that because I went through that stuff myself, too. I know how it is. You feel me? You got to go through experience and learn things in order to understand. Yo, can y'all hear that train? Don't blow on me. I didn't know the train even over here. Like, what the heck? But, yeah, for real, though. Stay conscious in a world full of unconscious people. That's how you get a head start and a jump on people in life. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are asleep. They don't want to wake up. Staying comfortable. Biggest downfall. You know what I'm saying? Wake up. Also, what comes to being conscious in this world is you probably will lose friends, you know, outgrow people. You know, that's needed, though, in life in order to improve who you are and who you're going to be in life. You know what I'm saying? You got to outgrow people. You got to lose people in your life. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through things like that hurt in order to grow. And it's weird that life's like that, but it's true. You have to outgrow people and just, you know what I mean, move on. You got to move on from certain situations, certain people, certain things in order to grow. You know what I mean? It's different things you have to go through. You have to happen in order to grow and understand what the real life is like. You know what I'm saying? I always think about when I was a kid, like, I never thought the world would be the way it is now. I never thought 2020 would happen. You know what I'm saying? What happened in 2020? I never thought any of this stuff would happen when I was young boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking, like, I'm going to grow up, feel me, live life, have fun, no stress, no dramas, and no, you feel me? I had stress in high school. I had all this stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? I'm at a point now in life where I'm peaceful. I'm happy. And you see this one move in my hair. It's nice out here, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm peaceful and happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting out in nature. I'm sitting in the car. I might start sitting outside in nature, too. I got to start doing that. Feel me? Enjoying the waters, enjoying all that. Like, I want to watch the water move. Feel me? Throw some rocks across the lake, the pond, like, stuff like that is cool. Feel me? Watch the birds fly, different animals, go to petting zoos, like, stuff like that is cool. I need to do more stuff like that. Aquariums, all that. But once you really learn who you are and be tapped into the stuff and be more conscious, you really understand where I'm coming from with things and why other people are the way they are. You know what I'm saying? Why people act a certain way, why they're more distant and lenient towards people. You know what I'm saying? They're not really sure. They want to really hang around a lot of people. They get socially drained. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I go out in public, I'm just like, I want to go home. Like, I just come outside, I want to go home already. I can feel, like, the energy and, like, it just feels boring, like, outside with certain people, because certain people just want to do the same things that aren't beneficial to their life or their spirit. You know what I mean? I don't be trying to get into that stuff with people, but that's how life is, you know. Not a lot of people, like I said, gonna know, understand. They want to stay asleep, not get conscious. But you got to be conscious in a world full of unconscious people in order to grow and learn and know who you are in life. You know what I'm saying? That's just the moral of the story. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I'm trying to say in this video. I hope you understand that. You feel me? This is the end of the video, y'all. It's your boy Eliyahu. I'm out of here for now. Check out my other videos. Peace.